Dave Chappelle slams woke shaming. No one can be woke enough. And of course, this is something that we all know. This is something that he said recently on the podcast with Joe Rogan. In light of everything that has been going on with Dave Chappelle slams woke shaming. No one can be woke enough. And of course, this is something that we all know. We all see it happening in our culture right now. Dave Chappelle slams woke shaming. No one can be woke enough. And of course, this is something that we are all seeing taking place in our culture right now. We all see this happening, where no matter what you do, no matter how woke you are, no matter how much you continue to grovel in front of the SJWs, they will always be breathing down the back of your neck, waiting for any opportunity that they can have to destroy you. We see this happening time and time again. Cancel culture is a real thing, and they are out for blood. They are out to destroy you. Wokesters are out to destroy you. That is what they want. Woke culture is not about forgiveness. It is not about education or grace or even conversation. They don't want to have conversations. They want you to believe what they want you to believe. They want you to say what they want you to say, and they want you to do what they want you to do. And if you don't, then you are a bad person and you must be destroyed. There is no room for diversity of thought or opinion when it comes to the woke. And more people like Dave Chappelle are waking up to realize this. So we're going to be taking a look at what he has to say, because he has some really epic comments to say in regards to all of this. But before we do, I do have a video from a sponsor for you guys today. Our sponsor today comes from Flip City Magazine, a comic satire magazine site that loves poking the bear of political correctness, which is of course something that I love a lot. And they also love to make fun of Hollywood as well. So speaking of people like, comedians like Dave Chappelle, in here they talk about how some of the comedians absolutely hate people like you and I, people with common sense and whatever else. And, they have here Lena Dunham, who has said on Twitter in the past things like, how are you feeling about the extinction of white men? So Flip City Magazine does a great job of exposing people like that while adding a humorous twist to it as well. So if you are into that sort of thing, make sure you go check out Flip City Magazine. Check out their website. Link is in the description, and make sure you use my coupon code JR10 to get 10% off when you subscribe over at Flip City Magazine. With that being said, let's get back to the video. So with that being said, make sure you go check out Flip City Magazine and use that coupon code JR10 to get 10% off over there. I highly recommend it, and it does help support me a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. So comedian Dave Chappelle has once again pushed back against the left-wing woke culture, saying in an appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience that wokeness attempts to nag people into behaving a certain way. And that's what it's all about. Wokeness, SJWs, they are out to program people. And it's not just them. I mean, they are kind of the minions. They're kind of the ones that are doing the dirty work in a lot of ways. But it really does trickle down from the establishment when it comes to our education system or Hollywood or the mainstream media. They all are pushing a certain narrative, a very specific narrative. Big tech is another institution like that as well. They all are pushing a certain specific narrative, and the SJWs just carry out the narrative that is being pushed from them. And it's all in a grapple of power. All they want is for you to think and behave and act a certain way so that they can have power over you. That is what it's all about. So during Friday's episode, Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan spoke about Tesla and SpaceX billionaire Elon Musk's appearance hosting Saturday Night Live on NBC. Musk's appearance caused consternation among some on the left who objected to the entrepreneur's anti-left-wing viewpoints, and they can't stand Elon Musk. And we all see this happening, right? Like the mainstream media is continuing to put out more and more hit pieces about Elon Musk, trying to paint him in a bad light, and more people from Hollywood are starting to turn their backs on Elon Musk simply because he is someone who has said things in the past like, freedom of speech is a good thing. Capitalism is a good thing. Communism is bad. Those types of things. Those are things that Elon Musk has said in the past. And that, of course, goes against the narrative. And they can't stand that. They hate it so much. So no one is woke enough. Rogan said, according to multiple reports, they can't appreciate the fact that you're dealing with literally one of the most brilliant men that's ever lived that's going to come do your show. Chappelle found the backlash against Musk's SNL appearance puzzling. Again, like you said, no one can be woke enough, Chappelle said. You're not gonna nag people into behaving in a way that's, in fact, if you continue with this tone, even if you're right, you'll be very hard to hear. And that's the whole point, right? Like, wokeness isn't about being right. It's about being the one in power. They don't really care if they're right. And we know this. Like, I mean, just think about it. Like, they don't really have integrity. They will lie and twist the truth and do whatever it takes to push a certain narrative that you must believe, that you must subscribe to. So the comedian said Musk has been incredibly kind when he once met him. This is coming from Chappelle. I teased him about being the richest man in the world, Chappelle said. He took it with great humor. And that's what Elon Musk does. He has actually a really good sense of humor. He's someone that appreciates meme culture, who appreciates humor. And, you know, that's awesome. That's really awesome. But of course, the establishment hates that about him. The Rogan Experience episode was recorded prior to Musk's appearance on SNL on Saturday. Dave Chappelle has been a consistent critic of wokeness and cancel culture. In 2019, he called woke left-wing audiences the worst mother effers I've ever tried to entertain in my effing life. Which is so true. I mean, these people don't have any sense of humor whatsoever. They really don't. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how these people, they aren't out to enjoy life. They aren't out to you know, try to make the best of life, or to surround themselves with diverse relationships or anything like that. All they're out for is blood. All they want is to destroy. All they want is to tear it down. So with that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new here to my channel. I'd appreciate that a lot. Make sure you go check out Flip City Magazine and subscribe over there. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.